At least 68 flights were canceled, and many more are delayed after labor disruption at Pearson Airport.
And Canadians might want to tighten their purse strings as the cost of living keeps going up. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Friday, March 23rd. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Dylan McKenzie. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Philip Maciel. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Dylan has our top story.
Air Canada ground workers illegally walked off the job Thursday night in a wildcat strike. Humber reporter Kate Foster was at Pearson Airport this morning and brings us the story.
Whose interest is your party defending? Bay Street, the rich, the managers? Come on, Minister!
Treasury Board President Tony Clement passed through Pearson Airport during the illegal wildcat strike, causing an outburst from a striking worker. The wildcat strikes by approximately 150 Air Canada ground crew caused dozens of flight delays and cancellations, leaving some stranded for up to 12 hours.
So then I tried to get another one, and that one got canceled. And all Jazz flights are canceled, so I can't really go anywhere. So I had to get my friend to come pick me up from Sarnia, which is about a 4-hour drive.
The walkout occurred Thursday night after 3 ground workers were suspended for sarcastically applauding Labour Minister Lisa Raitt upon her arrival at Pearson. Union Representative Boyd Richardson addressed the crowd here at Pearson at about 10 o'clock this morning with a warning from an arbitrator that if they do not return to work, discipline could be faced that may include criminal charges. There's been mixed reports about whether or not the workers in Montreal have returned to the job. Richardson said he empathized with workers. He advised them to follow the injunction, which did not satisfy the strikers. This strike was the latest conflict in the tense labour relations within Air Canada. While the striking workers were initially defiant of the injunction, it's been reported that the ground crews have returned to work. Following a promise from Air Canada, the 3 suspended workers would be reinstated without penalty. Kate Foster, Humber News.
Negotiations have come to a standstill between Toronto officials and the city's inside workers. As of tonight at 12:01, the 23,000 members of Local 79 will be in a legal position to strike. The city also has the option of locking out employees. City employees affected include ambulance dispatchers, public health nurses, and the employees of 52 city-run daycares. Daycare centers would be closed. All parks, forestry, and recreation facilities, including pools, curling clubs, community centers, arenas, and fitness centers, would also be closed. Inside workers have been working without a contract since December 31st of last year.
Mayor Ford, who favors subways over light rail transit on Shepherd Avenue, is now on the defensive. City Council finally voted in favor of LRT yesterday. Ford says he sees the loss as a jumping-off point to start his re-election campaign. We took to the halls of Humber to see where our students stand in the light rail subway debate, and it seems they are overwhelmingly in favor of Council's decision.
I think it's an excellent decision that the LRT is going to be put in place, and I hope it all goes well and soon.
I'm happy about it because I travel on the Shepherd line and I hate Rob Ford, so.
It's less costly, and I think that the LRT is actually much more efficient.
The LRT is subsidized by the provincial government, right? It makes a lot more sense just to go with LRT and not have to pay for the whole subway ourselves.
The father of Miriam Makniashvili has been denied permission by his prison warden to attend his daughter's funeral tomorrow. Vakhtang Makniashvili is currently serving a 6-year sentence for aggravated assault. He stabbed 3 people in 2009, shortly after Miriam went missing. The decision was based on his psychiatric report. The report says he suffered from a delusional disorder, and the warden felt he could be a risk if he attended. Miriam's remains were found last month at the Don Valley Golf Course.
Canadians might need to keep pinching their pennies. According to a new report from Statistics Canada, the cost of living in our country continues to rise. For the month of February, inflation in Canada rose 2.6% compared to last year. It is the second consecutive monthly increase. The main contributors to the sharp incline are energy and food costs. Gas rose 8.9%, while electricity went up to 8.7%. Food prices are also on the rise, going up 4.1% from last year. Overall, prices rose in 7 of 8 categories, including healthcare, clothing, and alcohol products.
And even with rising costs, some public sector's employees should have no trouble paying the bills. Ontario released its Sunshine List today, which names public employees who earn more than $100,000. 330 Humber employees made the cut. That's up from last year's total of 171. Humber's highest earner is President John Davies with a salary of more than $427,000.
When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Luke Premier will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Sarah Savage.
The heat wave is over and the rain is on its way. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.